Hey everyone, and welcome to Kaswell's Kappa, the channel where you learn how to work on your Kappa step by step. In today's video, we're going to learn how to replace the Tulip actuator clips. Now there's no pages for this in the service manual, so I can't provide you with those, and there's no tools needed as well. This is a fairly common failure point in the Kappas and in the convertible tops, so it's kind of just a common knowledge thing on how to replace these. But I'll show you how to replace them step by step, even if you don't know how to do it. So, without further ado, let's get to the video. Alright, so where are the Tulip clips located? Well, if we take a look at our vehicle, we're going to come way back here. Now the Tulip clips, of course, they're going to be associated with the Tulip flaps, which of course they're in here, and we'll see them in just a little bit. But in order to get to them, we're going to have to take the trunk, move it up, get to the top, scoot it down, and then we'll have a perfect view of everything. So let's go do that real quick. Now with the top down, we can kind of already see we have a little bit of an issue here. Both tulip flaps, they're both sticking straight up. They should be laying flat down like so, but they're kind of popped up a little bit from the convertible top coming down. So what's going on here? Well, the tulip clips are a part of the problem. So now that we see what's going on, let's get a closer look at the area we're going to be working with today. Alright, so here we're in the tulip flap area, and here we can see our kind of messed up flap here, tulip flap, and then if you look down here, see this little red thing right here. Well, this is your tulip clip, believe it or not. This is what we're going to be replacing today. Now this one may look all fine and dandy, but if we look underneath it, as we can see right here, just right there, there's a little tear right on the part where it's supposed to go in its little position. So how do we fix this? Well, usually these are already connected and they're broken while they're still connected, but since this one's off, we'll go ahead and skip that part for now, or maybe I can even plug it in and then show you how to disconnect it from there. So first off, there's a little clip here, and then as you can see, this little end bit of this pop metal, it goes into this little slot. You're going to want to take this bottom end and push it out. It may be a little difficult, as it takes a lot of force to force these out of its slot. Oh, yep, see, even I'm having a little bit of trouble there. Let's see there. There you go. Push it out. Slide that out of the way. And then you can take this top piece and slide it out like so. And that's how you're going to remove it from this clip here. Now, what if it's already in its slot? There's a little hole down here on the bracket. Usually it's popped in place like so, and it's held in place like that. Well, it's the same thing. Push out the bottom piece, slide out the pop metal, and then there's a little hold down on here. Just hold this circular piece, push in and out, and it will unhook it like so. So now that it's off, let's install the new one. Now when it comes to installing the new one, it's exactly how you just saw it basically. You take your new one, find the hole on the bracket on your tulip flap. For the right one, or the passenger side, it's on the left side of the tulip. For the driver's side, it's on the right side. Grab the circular portion of your clip and push it right into the hole until it clicks. Without breaking it, of course. These are pretty stiff. Just like so. So that's been popped in. Now we can grab our hanger or our pop metal, the side that's angled. You're going to stick it in the hole like so, and then this long piece you're going to clip in place until it clicks, just like so, just like that. That has been replaced. You can set that down. Now we can move on to the other side. So now we're on our driver's side. We're going to do the exact same thing, except for this time I don't even have a clip on that side. How sad is that? Which kind of makes it easier. That means I don't have to take anything apart. So grab your pop metal, grab your clip, take your clip and push it in place like so. And as we can see, my bracket is actually broken, which that's not good at all. So I'm definitely gonna have to take a look at that. But regardless, take your clip, and as you can see, it's the opposite side. So they only make one part for these. There's not a left and a right, it's just one part. It's just flipped the other way. So get your pop metal, slide it in here like so. Push down the clip till it pops, just like so. And this one has been installed. Now I do want to show y'all something here. Now when you take a look at these, the end of these pop metals, you see how this one's almost at a 90-degree angle. You want these to be at basically an exact 90-degree angle. If not, it's going to put more pressure on the side that clips onto this stock here, and even on the end round piece. And that's what will mainly cause it to break around the joint right here, where it bends at that 90-degree angle. That's usually where it will break. Now if we come over to this other one down here, the one on the driver's side isn't as bad, but if we come down here to this side, see how much more of an angle that is? The stock's actually got a little bit of a round curve to it, and the 90 degree is more like a 110 degree maybe. Anyways, it's bent, and that's not good. That will cause premature failure on these clips, and you'll be buying them more often because these will cause those clips to break way more frequently. So I know Dorman used to have some metal ones. You could see if those are still available. I don't know if those are still a thing, but if not, until those are fixed, the cables themselves, because I mean you could probably bend these back, but since they're just pop metal, they're going to bend right back in out of place. So the best remedy for this is to just replace this whole cable, which I need to do on both the Sky and the Solstice. But it's a whole procedure because it goes inside the top and wraps around a stock point. So, but other than that, that's how you're going to replace those. I'm going to put mine back on, and then we'll see how the top does now that those are back on. Alright, so now we can lift the top into position and see how these tulips actuate. Now the main problem, or the main issue with the clips breaking, is these tulip flaps. When you lift the top, these don't go into position like so, and those just kind of sit down like that, and it won't allow the mechanism of the top, or convertible top, to slide in position. It's supposed to go in one foul swoop, but it doesn't. It gets caught like so. And that's what was happening on both sides, actually. That's why I haven't really ridden down with the top down. But now that that's fixed, let's see how the top does. So first off, lift up. And then as you're lifting the top, inspect the flaps and make sure they're actually actuating. Yep, it looks like these are actuating. And one for sure way to know if they're not actuating is if you go to put the top up, right? You're bringing it over and it goes bam, bam, bam. It's not moving past this point. This is usually where it'll get stuck. So if you're getting stuck like this and it's just hanging around like that, you got a problem with your clips. Check them out, or the wires themselves. But looks like we're fine here, so we can put the top back down into place. And I'm missing a pin here, so that sucks, but I'll work it out. But now we can put the top together, and yeah, you've completed this procedure. Good job. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope that it helped you out and that you learned something new. If you happen to have more procedures that you need done for the Kappa platform, be sure to check out my website. I got all kind of pages from the service manual that I'm uploading diligently. I got new equipment so I can upload them quick. So if you also need a certain page, be sure to visit the service manual page, kaswellskappa.wixsite.com, Kaswell-Kappa, and go down to the form at the bottom of the service manual page. Fill out that form, tell me what you need, I'll get it to you. I'll get it lickety-split. Other than that, I got all kind of other cool stuff on that too. You know, brochures, you know, if you want to know what color paint they all came in, you can do that. I do it sometimes. I got a little secret in the future involving those paint codes. Y'all might like it. So other than that, that's all I got for y'all. Thanks for checking out the video. I'll see y'all next time. Till then.